Salut mes amis, c'est Bonjour Brigitte ici, and I'm so excited to come to you today with my Facebook Live regarding fun and useful kitchen vocabulary part 2, numéro 2. Oui, and so as you can see, I'm in my Austin Perry sweater, chandail. Merci beaucoup, Marie-Lyd. Oui, and so basically we are going to dive right in. I'm so excited to bring you these words today, so that way you can practice and have more confidence in the kitchen, la cuisine. And so as always, if you want extra help with your French, comment French below and I'll reach out to give you some tips and tricks for improving your French. Oui. And then, as well, bonjour Madame Jane, comment ça va? Oui. And so Madame Jane, hope you can come back and join us in the cafe sometime. I know you're so busy, vous êtes très occupé. Oui. But in any case, mes amis, let's dive right into the kitchen vocabulary. And so we're going to start with an easy one so far, which is going to be a plate. A plate. So in French, en français, a plate would be une assiette. Une assiette. Une assiette. Oui. And bonjour, Madame Jane, comment ça va? And how are you, Matt? Oui. Très bien, excellent. Thank you for joining us. Merci beaucoup. And so again, a plate in French, en français, is une assiette. And so if you want to say, I have a plate, it would be j'ai une assiette. J'ai une assiette. J'ai une assiette. And if you want to say I want a plate, it would be je veux une assiette. Je veux une assiette. Oui, très bien mes amis. So let's practice saying I have a plate, j'ai une assiette, and I want a plate, je veux une assiette. On the count of 3, 2, 1. J'ai une assiette. Je veux une assiette. Excellent, très bien mes amis. Bonjour Madame Carla, comment ça va? Oui, excellent. Comment below how you're doing, Madame Carla? Oui, excellent. And so here we have a very important item in general, which is going to be a water bottle. A water bottle. So en français, that would be, if you know it, type it in the chat below. Oui. But it would be une bouteille d'eau. Une bouteille d'eau. Une bouteille d'eau. Oui, and so if you want to say a water bottle in French, en français, it'd be une bouteille d'eau. Oui, excellent. Oh, pas de problème, Madame Jane. Oui, so Madame Jane is in Tahiti, enjoying her vacation, speaking French. Madame Jane is one of our students who joined because she wanted to travel to Tahiti and speak French confidently. So if you want to be like Madame Jane, comment French below. I'll reach out with some tips. But let's practice saying I have a water bottle. So that would be j'ai une bouteille d'eau. J'ai une bouteille d'eau. Wait. And if you want to say I want a water bottle, it would be je veux. Je veux une bouteille d'eau. Je veux une bouteille d'eau. Oui, très bien, excellent, mes amis. So we have that. Oui. And let's go ahead here. And let's go ahead. Actually, we should say this one together before I forget. So let's say that I have a water bottle. I want a water bottle. Back to back on the count of 3, 2, 1. J'ai une bouteille d'eau. Je veux une bouteille d'eau. Très bien, mes amis. Excellent. Très bien. And so now let's go to our next item, which is going to be some honey. Some honey. Oui, so if you're like me, you probably love honey because it's a great natural sweetener. It can help your immunity and everything. And so the honey in French, en français, would be le miel. Le miel. Le miel. Oui. Excellent, Carla, parfait. Je suis ravie que tout va bien. Oui. And so if you want to say I have some honey, it would be j'ai du miel. J'ai du miel. J'ai du miel. If you want to say I want some honey, it would be je veux du miel. Je veux du miel. Je veux du miel. Très bien, mes amis. And as you can see, this is some honey. This is Polish honey. I'm currently in Poland. Oui. And so if you want to say, let's say that back to back. I have some honey. I want some honey on the count of 3, 2, 1. J'ai du miel. Je veux du miel. Très bien, mes amis. Excellent. And the reason why it's du miel for some honey instead of le miel, which is the honey, that has a more complicated grammar, French grammar topic. So if you want to learn more, comment French below, I'll reach out. Oui. And let's go to our next item. Oui. So here we are going to have some wine. Some wine. Oui, so of course, this is a French, cooking staple. Many French people cook with wine. This is not a cooking wine, but you definitely get the idea. So if you want to say I have, well, basically, let me tell you how to say the wine. En français, it would be le vin. Le vin. Le vin. Wait. So if you want to say I have some wine, it would be j'ai du vin. J'ai du vin. J'ai du vin. Wait. If you want to say I want some wine, it would be je veux du vin. Je veux du vin. Je veux du vin. Oui. And so that would be, that's how you would say it. So let's say it together, mes amis. I have some wine, I want some wine, together on the count of 3, 2, 1. J'ai du vin, je veux du vin. Excellent, mes amis, parfait, oui. And Madame Annette, so good to see you. I hope you can come back and join us in the Conversation Café, oui. Ce serait fantastique, that would be fantastic. Oui. And so, mes amis, let's go to our next item, which would be the beer. The beer. Oui, so this is a Polish beer called Tajski. Oui. And so if you want to say the beer en français, it would be la bière. La bière. La bière. Wait, so it's a feminine noun. So if you want to say I have some beer, it would be j'ai de la bière. J'ai de la bière. If you want to say I want some beer, it would be je veux de la bière. Je veux de la bière. Oui, excellent, mes amis. And so let's say it together. I have some beer, I want some beer on the count of 3, 2, 1. J'ai de la bière. Je veux de la bière. Excellent, parfait, mes amis. Last but not least, I have 2 more items. So here I have some oil. Wait, so you can see it's some oil. So en français, the oil is l'huile. 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 So if you want to say I have some oil, it would be j'ai de l'huile. J'ai de l'huile. J'ai de l'huile. If you want to say I want some oil, it would be je veux de l'huile. Je veux de l'huile. Très bien, mes amis. So let's say that together on the count of 3, 2, 1, back to back. I want some oil, or I have some oil, then I want some oil. 3, 2, 1. J'ai de l'huile. Je veux de l'huile. Très bien, mes amis. Excellent, oui. Some special oil with some special spices there. And as you can see, the beloved Thermomix. You don't know what this is. It originated in Europe. It's an all-in-one cooking machine. I love it. I do have one in Canada. There's one here in Poland. Very popular in Europe, especially. So let me type that in the chat. Oui, Thermomix. Okay, I'll type it after. Oui. And then, mes amis, for our final vocabulary word of the day, we are going to have some juice. Some juice. Wait, as you can see, obviously this is in Polish, so just ignore that. But this is some juice. Oui, so en français, the juice would be a masculine noun. So it'd be le jus. Le jus. Le jus. And that would be spelled J-U-S. En français, J-U-S. And the S at the end is silent. Wait, so if you want to say I have some juice, it would be j'ai du jus. J'ai du jus. J'ai du jus. Wait, and if you want to say I want some juice, it would be je veux du jus. Je veux du jus. Je veux du jus. Oui. Très bien, mes amis. Merci beaucoup, Madame Annette. Vous êtes tellement gentille, oui. Et j'espère que tu peux nous rejoindre le plus tôt possible. Oui. Hope you can come back and join us ASAP in the cafe. I'll send you some information, oui. And so, mes amis, let's say that together. I have some juice. I want some juice on the count of 3, 2, 1. J'ai du jus. Je veux du jus. Oui, excellent, mes amis. Parfait. C'était magnifique, oui. C'était magnifique. That was magnificent work. Excellent travail. Excellent work. So, mes amis, I will let you go. But if you do want to take your French to the next level, my South of France trip is departing next May 2026. You can book your spot now with just 25% down. The remaining 75% due next spring. And that way you can practice your French every day in France, en France, with me, the other students, and our local tour guide right by your side. So this is a great way to take your French to that next level if you want to do that. And it's going to be a really fun way to do it as well. And so, mes amis, I will let you go. I'll be back, Facebook Live, same time next place. Same time, maybe different place next week. Oui. If you want to join the South of France trip, or at least get some info about it, comment France below, and I'll reach out. Oui. And check out my little friend here. This is a little cutie dog who's been watching me the whole time. His name is Taisky. Right, Taisky? So I have to go out and take him for a little walk now, but the funny thing is he is named after this beer. Wait, this is his name, Taisky. Wait. That's amazing, me. I'll let you go. Taisky is waiting for you, but I will see you soon. Merci beaucoup, à très bientôt. Au revoir, mes amis. Merci.